Hello and welcome home. My name is Noev, and today we're going to continue getting my ass beat in a game that I used to be able to complete in about 4 hours. Um, yeah, last episode didn't go too well, but let's hope that this one goes a little bit better. So, before we continue on, we have a few things that we should probably set up. I went and grabbed my souls from Naked Katana Man. I don't really want to fight him right now because the armor that he gives us is garbage, and the weapon that he gives us is... It's a katana, so I'm not really gonna even try to use that because I ain't no edgy little weeb. Let's talk to Miss Old Lady, who looks suspiciously like a firekeeper from Dark Souls 2, and they don't really explain why. Yes, okay. So we can fetch ashes and give them to this lady, and she will sell us the gear that the person who the ashes were from had. I'm pretty sure that's like the idea behind it. So right now she just sells basic bitch equipment. First things first, I need to get rid of this fucking club. Literally anything would do better than it. This armor is also garbage. Let's just grab... You know what? I'm gonna make it hard on myself.
Ashen 1.
I'm gonna make it a little bit easier on myself without making it, like, too easy. Let's just take a dagger. That should be fun. Let's talk to good old Andre, who, also, they don't really explain why he's in this game. He's from Dark Souls 1. Oh, fuck. Okay, so... In between recording the first episode and this one, there was an announcement that Dark Souls 1 is being remastered and being put on PS4, Xbox One, and funny enough, Switch. I'm not really sure why they're going with Switch, but I am so fucking excited for it. I put 800 plus hours into a single character on Dark Souls 1. That's how much I fucking played it. I am so excited for it. I'm gonna get it on PS4 so I can play it and probably record it. And I also would like to get it on Switch so I can just get my ass handed to me on the go. Just whenever I feel like getting my ass beat, just whip out my Switch and die. So I am so excited for that. We need to allot Estus because I'm not really going to use any of the Ashen Estus flasks. The health is more useful for me right now. I don't have any Estus shards, so I can't do that.
Be careful.
I'm not going to upgrade the dagger because there are probably other things that I could spend the souls on. Alright, so let's jump into the next area. Do I even... Okay, yeah, so this does count as equipment. Alright, so we're going to go to the next area of the game, the High Wall of Lothric. This is where the beta area took place. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to play in the beta. I don't remember if the beta was just for Japan or if it was closed. I don't quite remember. But I remember watching a bit of the footage. I tried to stay away from as much footage as possible so I didn't spoil anything for myself. But I did watch quite a bit of the footage from it. Now, when you first play this game, the first view after finding the first bonfire is amazing, but this view just really sums up Dark Souls as a whole. Just absolutely amazing views, and I keep looking at the amazing background and then my eyes jump back to this beautiful hunk of man with his hairy ass barbarian legs, and then for some reason his upper thigh is just baby smooth. It's incredible. So since I know where to go, I'm probably just going to be running through the game relatively quickly. This is not a beginner's playthrough, so people who enjoy watching first playthroughs, This is absolutely not one of them. I say while I'm running around halfway confused. I don't remember exactly what's where, so I'm probably just going to be running around grabbing a lot of random stuff. No. Please don't kill me. It's my favorite Emperor Palpatine quote. Alright, so we got binoculars. Those are going to be very, very useful. Never. In Dark Souls 2, you could... Oops. In Dark Souls 2, you could use the binoculars to aim spells. I don't quite remember if you can in this game. I think you might just be able to aim normally anyways. Go. Stop. Stop it. Ow. Oh my god. Stop being a dick. I'm already almost out of Estus flasks, but that's okay. Okay. No. No. Yeah. That went poorly. Usually I just sprint straight through these areas, so I actually haven't stopped and fought many of these enemies in a very, very long time. Because when I make new builds, I only stop where I need to stop, and I just run through absolutely everything else. So when it comes to a lot of the basic enemies, I'm just not familiar with fighting them anymore. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Also, I just haven't. But it feels really good. No, that fucking is last thing. Okay, that's better than what we have. So we'll drink this flask. Let's throw on that armor, because it won't open us. Mark fun now. Okay, I'm gonna die for this most likely. Oh, that's go. Alright, shoot the fire so I can go grab the weapon that I want. Probably should have gone for the secret way up there, but I'll do that if I die again. Right now I'm just gonna go for the bonfire because I'm out of Healy Doodles. What are the stats? 16, 13. Okay, that does tremendously slow me down. And there's the first Lothar Knight. Don't be a douche. No! Oh. That, I thought I was still on the other side of him, so I was trying to dodge in the opposite direction, and I went straight into the wall. Ooh, man. Not really sure if I should be embarrassed or not. I'm just gonna say no. I'm just gonna live with it. What are you doing? Get out of my camera. Alright, well now that I have died, I can go back up here. Shoot the fire. Hey, another club I can go with. Alright, now, let's see if I die. This. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to open the chest, just so people can see. But that right there is a mimic. And the way you can tell, it's really mean that the first chest in the game is a mimic. So you can tell it's a mimic because if you stand near it, it actually closes its mouth and begins to hold its breath. And if you just watch it for long enough, it will eventually start breathing. And you can see its teeth inside. Yeah, like that. Can you see its teeth? No. I don't think you can. But anyway, that's a mimic. You can also tell because all chests have a chain coiled up next to them. Mimics have the chain poking straight ahead, and regular chests just have it coiled in a circle. I'm not quite sure why it's different like that, but it is. So let's actually go for big DPS as much as possible. Wow, that does nothing. Dagger does a lot more than this. What? Got that concentration. You can immediately tell the great discrepancy between what I do remember how to fight and what I don't remember how to fight. Okay, so I have killed the first mimic in the game, which is also the first chest in the game. It is a absolutely great way to catch new players off guard. But this mimic drops the Deep Battle Axe, which is just a battle axe enchanted with darkness, essentially. And it's pretty much the crutch weapon of this game. In Dark Souls 1, the crutch weapon was the Drake Sword. If you got that really early on, which if you knew how to get the Drake Sword immediately early on, then it was actually one of the best weapons to just get your ass through the game. It was, like, significantly more powerful than anything else you could get that early on. And your only other options were just upgrade really shitty weapons. If you wanted anything to be even remotely as viable as the Drake Sword. In Dark Souls 2, you could get the Drangleic Sword, which was a dexterity greatsword. You got it also very early on, and that thing was a fucking powerhouse. Later in the game it kind of fell off, but early on it was extremely powerful and would murder almost anything that you fought. There's the dragon that was torching our asses earlier. And in this game, the crutch weapon is a little bit less insane. It's just a regular battle axe enchanted. And the battle axe itself isn't particularly amazing. There's really nothing special about it. But the fact that it's enchanted just makes its damage a lot higher. It does 96 physical damage and 96 dark damage. Where the Claymore, if we were able to use it, would just deal 140 damage. So this battle axe, which is faster than the greatsword, deals, I want to say, like 50% more damage, about. I'm not amazing at just maths off the top of my head, but I'm not going to use the D battle axe. I didn't use it on my first playthrough because I immediately recognized that it was kind of a little stupid when you get it. For killing the mimic, I guess it's kind of okay. The mimic's not exactly an easy thing to kill, especially for a new player. Okay, which one of these guys did I kill? That one. the living pus or something like that. These guys are extremely weak to fire. So it shows you that early on because it gives you a firebomb. It gives you a firebomb right before fighting this guy, and if you use the firebomb, you'll see that he's very... It staggers him for a very long time. It opens him up for a lot of damage. On this playthrough, I'm fighting a lot of things that I wouldn't normally fight to show other people. Maybe other people who go through the game how to deal with certain situations. Like this guy will really catch you off guard. He'll give you a Titanite shard and an Ember. A Titanite shard is used for upgrading. It's the lowest tier upgrade material in the game. Okay. And Embers are... I was going to say a currency, but they're more of a currency in Dark Souls 1. Or the Dark Souls 1 equivalent, per se. An Ember, if you look in the top left corner, you will see my health bar. Right now, I am not Embered. If I use an Ember, I'm just going to use it right now, just for the sake of explanation. If you use an Ember, it will increase your maximum health by 33%. I think it affects some of your other stats too, but I don't quite remember. It will also fully heal you, whatever you were missing at that time. Anything? Yeah, that'll teach you to ambush me when I have a fucking dagger, douchebag. Got more fire bombs. Okay, I don't want to go directly down there quite yet. I want to go this way. I don't quite remember if there's like anything else in here. Undead Hunter Charms are fucking useless. Titanite shards are not useless. So a lot of getting better at this game revolves around knowing when to dodge and knowing how to sprint through a lot of areas. Most enemies in all the Dark Souls games you can pretty much just run by if you know how to do it. Clearly I'm a bit rusty on it, but you're able to. Okay, see, this chest right here is not a Mimic. It has the chain coiled around the side, so it is safe to pick up. So we picked up a straight sword. This weapon's very good early on as well. Wow, its damage is only slightly lower than the Claymore. This weapon's also very, very good early on. It requires 12 faith to use, which I don't know if I'll go for that. I'm probably just gonna go basic bitch, quality build. People who don't know Dark Souls terms, a quality build is a build that goes just strength or dexterity as their primary offensive stats. You could go a faith build and you'd be able to use miracles and stuff. A intelligence build and you'd be magic related, obviously. I was gonna say let's get a free kill right here, but let's not. Okay, let's try not to die to all of the dogs in this room. This room is evil. Okay, I'll probably die grabbing this, but I think it's key. Oh, what? Oh, will the fall kill me? And he's good. He's not good. He is fucking dead. Alright. Okay, so back to the bonfire. Okay, well I got the things that I needed, so that is good. I got a Estus Flask shard so I can get another Estus Flask, and I got the key so I can rescue one of the best NPCs in the game, Grey Rat. But I actually just noticed the time, so I'm gonna call it right here. I think we're making great progress, and I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm fucking ecstatic to play this game again, even though I'm getting my ass handed to me by basic enemies. So I'll see you all later.